If I got a props, that nigga don't do this. Well, he better do this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
But now we're opening the door for all of these parents to start coming out and protecting their kids.
If you think that's bad, wait till you see shit doing.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's about to get worse.
Deion already
none of that.
We all saw what we saw, and you know what we saw.
That's elementary school.
No.
That's all
When you a teammate and push him like, man, like, let's go. He push him like,
Get off of me. Get off of me.
Get off me.
No, don't touch me.
Was it worth the 30,000?
Now?
In the moment.
In the moment.
He was up.
You remember? Was it bingo night or was it? Oh, 44.
You know what we do on this show, boy.
We flow, boy. But keep it high level. This is gonna just give you the beats. And I give you my opinion at the end on all of these topics. But what's going on, the core issue, is the carriage rights fee.
First of all, start off the right way. Exactly. Let me start out like this. This is why I'm broke and you got money. This whole Dak Prescott saga.
What are those? On the field, I got metric after metric. He's a winner. Okay, he's number one in all categories for the Dallas Cowboys first 5 seasons. Off the field, unquestionable character. Like, the only thing you got on Dak Prescott is,
I am undefeated. Oh, come on. And me playing basketball, and I just want to line up.
he's getting up.
And show, yeah, we doing this for real.
He's first.
I want to go rebound. Shoot.
This one?
Cut that up, baby. This boy, it's wet time. That's what I do.
I still don't know why this is a pick, except exceptional play by the defender. Look at that. 2 dudes reaching, and then he comes between them and say, let me split this bunk bed. And I'm out of here. Shotgun snap, slips. Oh, that's ugly. Sack on your first play ever in the NFL. I know your nightmares came true. You're like, God dang. Oh, yeah, this ain't it. Look at this blitz right here.
I mean, he only knows so much what he's reading off stats, off paper. I mean, everything's good on paper. But I would always love to hear from a player because they played the game.
What about a journalist? Like, being real, NARPs are journalists. Like, you're from that pool, right? So imagine somebody just said, you didn't play the game. I don't want to hear it.
She would have a living room full of people at about 10 p.m. probably every other Friday or Saturday. Come up here and I already know what they want, and I got to sing whatever song I got.
Did you say sing, not rap? You said sing, huh?
Sing. Yeah, they ain't trying to hear no rap. They ain't trying to hear no rap. Yeah.
Well, you think you can do something with that? Hey, man, Michael Jordan too light in the tail.
Okay, you know what, big dog?
Yes.
I'm light in the tail. If you want some of this, let's go one-on-one right now. Everyone's playing the hits, but I'm a DJ. And one thing I know from my DJing experience is that you don't just play the hits. You play things that people haven't found out about yet. Discovery. Not up to me. I don't have this ego where I'm a buck, talk trash, and be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm gonna be like this. All right, I got enough talent. I got enough belief in me. I know what I want to do. Yep, let me go do it. Wah, 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 wah. Ooh, damn, y'all hear that reverb? That was dope. What he said, NLW, damn, that shit was dope. Oh, man, I love y'all for waking up in the morning. Some of y'all have to. Some of y'all don't need to, but you still want to. So let's get into what we gonna do. What is going on with the Hall of Fame? The Hall of Fame voters, and some of them need to be fired. Real spit.
I want to give credit to Rodney Harrison of NBC, former Patriot. Tony Dungy, again, who's getting paid by NBC, was asked on the never-ending pregame show
Damn.
whether or not he voted for Bill Belichick. He said he's not going to discuss it. First of all, if I'm NBC, I fire him on the spot. We're paying you whatever amount of money we're paying you. You are discussing it. What's your value to us if you're making news and you're not discussing it with us?
I've always had that same question, senor. Oh, we can't say senor after the halftime show. All right, so the point is, I do question when people come on a network and they've said something somewhere else and they know it's newsworthy, and then we put them on the spot and you're like, yo, talk to me. And they're like, Nah, I don't want to discuss that. I was like, do you understand your value? Do you understand why you're valuable? We don't care about what you like to eat. We want to hear about the news. And if you're in the news, it's time to talk the news. So far, I get it. And just on a side note, I know what his house looks like. It's brown, it's green, it's orange up in that thing. This thing. Well, he got one of them historic homes. Let's go.
And Rodney Harrison, I mean, for him not discussing it, you know that he's one of the 11 people that didn't vote in Bill Belichick.
Careful. He tried to hide behind the provisions. He tried to hide behind what he signed in terms of the oath and the commitment, et cetera. However, there are some details about it. Maybe Mike K will go there where it's like, I don't know, Dungy. You look like you trying to pull a fast one. Let's hear it.
And Rodney Harrison said, I think you guys were wrong here. I mean, he certainly got into more depth than that. But for the bottom line, he looked Tony Dungy in the face and said, you were wrong. I don't get Tony Dungy's game. I don't get it.
Talk to me.
Supposedly a good guy, God-fearing man.
Nah. We're not doing that now. See, this is the problem. I know that Rome wasn't built in one night or one day, but god dang, it doesn't have to be torn down in 1 second, one clip. Like, that's what we do. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Everybody want to tear you. Look, you mess up one time, I lost all respect for you. People do that to me all the time, and I just giggle. I'm like, dog, one, I didn't have your respect. I had some likability. I had something that, I was agreeing with you. I was in your echo chamber keeping you warm. But if I say something that you disagree with, you should be proud. You know why? That means I'm real, and maybe you're real. You see how I said maybe. Point is, if we're really being honest, we're not going to agree on a lot of things. Not even some things, a lot of things. Just how much are we discussing? So don't tear them all the way down. Okay, knock them a notch. Take them out the penthouse. Okay, put them on the top floor, not the penthouse. But please don't knock the man all the way down.
You do something that is a big part of history. You keep the greatest coach of all time from being a first ballot Hall of Famer, and you don't have the guts to discuss it? You have the temerity to say, nah, I'm not going to discuss it. Well, why not? Why won't you discuss it?
I told you already.
This doesn't make sense to me.
You gotta know that.
I think it makes him look really bad for a guy who has pretty much a pristine reputation, doesn't come out looking good with this. Guy who always looks good is a great Steve Young, Hall of Famer on the field.
Okay, let's get out of there. You start talking fast? All right, here we go. Blah, blah, blah. You ever catch this? Someone hasn't messed up in your opinion. They haven't ever damaged their reputation. Tony Dungy, pristine. Seems like a good guy, he said. He didn't even want to give him the good guy award anymore. Point being, Tony Dungy is unblemished. This may be a blemish. This may be something that you don't like. This is something that you're like, what are you doing? How far are you going to demerit them? How far are you going to debit them? Like, that's what I notice a lot of times just happens. He just did it right here. It's like, I don't get it. Why don't you believe that maybe the guy who has a perfect track record of doing the right things is still doing the right thing? It's this weird space of like, if you don't tell me what you did something. I understand the human inclination to always go there. Like, look, if you ain't gonna break it down to me, dog, then I'm gonna think what I'm gonna think. But what about if someone has an integrity, like I committed, I made an oath, I said I wouldn't say this, and I'm not. Not maybe even not for me. Not my vote necessarily, but me talking about my vote is something that we said we wouldn't do. Now, what they really said is they wouldn't talk as a committee about how their selections go. They didn't say you couldn't out your vote because a couple people already did it. It's a little bit of a little tongue twister in there, right? Hall of Famers. So make sure you hit the like button right now as we talk about potentially, tell me this. When you see this, do you agree? Cooper Kupp, Hall of Fame. That's a conversation that's brewing right now. Why is it brewing? Because Cooper Kupp in 9 seasons. 9 seasons. 8,300 receiving yards, 59 titties. 1 Offensive Player of the Year, 1 Pro Bowl. Oh, that's going to hurt. 1 All-Pro. 1 All-Pro is good. 1 Pro Bowl is going to hurt. 2 Super Bowl championships and 1 Super Bowl MVP. Is he a Pro Bowler? Yes. Is he an All-Pro? Yes. Is he a Hall of Famer? No. Right now, it's going to be very difficult for him to become a Hall of Famer when you look at this and you say, what's the trajectory? What's future? How many Pro Bowls? 1, 2? He's not even the best receiver on his team anymore. JSN took that, and he's going to keep that too because he's younger, and he's a dog. So you start thinking, what we going to do? What we going to do? Right? That's not it. But we do our work on here. We're going to do our homework on there. So let's ask Second Brain, is Cooper Kupp a Hall of Famer? It's one of the most fascinating cases. No, it ain't. No, I was kidding. Torrey Holt in yet? Reggie Wayne in yet? I don't know. Don't feel like it. Don't think so. All right, so he had a historic year. We remember that year, 145, 1947, 16 touchdowns. Led the NFL. Make sure you guys double check these. My second brain sometimes needs a third brain. I'm just telling you right now. Okay, so he is Super Bowl MVP. That's monstrous. Ask Eli Manning how close that got him, but didn't get him over the hump just yet. First team All-Pro Offensive Player of the Year, elite route technician reputation. That's not going to get you far. But, okay, that's good. It makes you great, though. He has a short peak, limited longevity. Okay, only one really historically elite season where you're talking about guys who have many. Injury history, obviously, not the dude. Look at these guys who we know bona fide. The first two for sure. They're going to hate on Antonio Brown. He ain't getting in first. He's up 2027. He's not getting in first. Guaranteed. If T.O. didn't get in, A.B. ain't getting in. Not first ballot, and he deserves first ballot. Beyond first ballot. 0 ballot. Okay, and then the inflation. Everybody talking about the receivers now getting more love because of the quarterbacks and the passing game. So we see his peak dominance. Yes, that qualifies. Career totals? Nah. We see the numbers? Nah. You ain't selling nobody at the barbershop with them numbers? Nah. Super Bowl impact? Okay, you MVP. Longevity? Nah. You may play for long, but you wasn't playing long at the highest as the elite guy. Not as long as some other guys. This is all relative. This is all comparing himself to others who are already in there and others who will get in there. So he probably needs 3 more productive seasons. They say 2 or 3, 10,000 plus yards to get over that hump, which he will. Possibly enough. No. Second brain gets smarter. Not 2 Pro Bowls. You need more than 2 Pro Bowls. You ain't getting in like that. And the verdict is borderline. They think so, maybe, very possible, unlikely. If he keeps getting hurt. I don't think he gets in. I just don't see it. And I'm rooting for everybody to get in that can get in. But at the same time, we need to make sure we protect the Hall of Fame. And that's what this segment is about, protecting the Hall of Fame. Okay, so beat it up in the comments. Hit the like button so we can get this out of here. And also, not just protecting the Hall of Fame, some people want to protect their mental health. Some people want to protect themselves. They know themselves. They like, dog, you better watch out for me. If I do something crazy, it's going to be crazy. What am I talking about? Patriots, Will Campbell apologizes for his Super Bowl snub. He didn't show up for the Super Bowl post-game. This guy, and we know why. Golly, that's pork chop right there, baby. That's food. Something it's time to eat. He said, when I get emotional, I tend to have no mind. Let me listen first. Will Campbell knew he should have spoken with reporters following the New England Patriots loss to the Seahawks. And yet the rookie left tackle still declined to do so. Rookie left tackle first year. If you would have balled, would you have talked? Yeah, because I would have felt good emotionally. Oh, God. See, this is where emotions fail you. Okay? Emotions fail you because they say in success, let's roll. But in failure, let's crawl up. Let's tuck it. Let's hide away. You can't do that. Because now you got to deal with this. No matter where you go, there you are. Guess what? You went hiding? Cool, hide. You're going to have to come out. You ever play hide and seek and the person doesn't find you after a certain amount of time? You get pissed. Like, it's the worst game in the world when someone doesn't find you. When your hiding spot's too good, you're like, hurry up. You want to get found. That's how your emotions are. Like, dog, when you messed up, they really want to be found. When you pouted and went into your room or you got in trouble, you had to stay in your room, you wanted to get out. You didn't want to be in there. So now he's found, right? He declined to talk, but Campbell met with the media during the Patriots season-ending availability in Foxborough on Tuesday. Cooler heads prevail, as they say. And that included him offering an impromptu apology for his snub, which came after a performance in which he allowed 14 quarterback pressures. Golly. When I get emotional, I tend to have no mind, and that's not the way that I need to approach this thing. I know myself. And if I would have spoken after, I would have said something that I didn't need to say. Yeah, that's a cop-out, dog. I mean, I don't even know you. You don't have to say what you don't need to say. I know you have lied before. Let's go to the extremes. You've lied before, right? Okay. Now, have you ever just protected someone and you could call it a lie, not a lie? Oh, we got to get something out of here. Whatever you want to go. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done that, Will? Okay. Have you ever just kept the game plan secret? Because you're like, I can't tell everybody everything. Come on, man. Like, you made it worse. Will, I knew you had a bad game. You knew you had a bad game. Everybody knows you had a bad game. But that's all we going to talk about, the bad game, the bad player. Now we're looking at the person like, is he strong enough? Is he tough enough? Is he ready for this? Is he mentally into this? Do you understand what I'm talking about now? Do you understand the words coming out of my mouth? See, that's why it's problematic. And you don't understand it. You think it's different. Come on, Will. We got to do better than that. So now you now have something on your resume that you ain't going to shake. You don't believe me? Just watch. Watch your next escapade. They going to go there and they going to go beyond the limit. They're going to go deeper than you want them to go. Sorry. You did it. You want to play hide and seek? Oh, we're going to find your ass. Real simple. Real simple. All right, beat it up in the comments, hit the like button, because now we're going to talk about some of the issues with the MVP voting. We're going through all the Super Bowl controversies, all the issues, all the fallout, all of that before we get into some basketball, a lot of good, spicy basketball topics, and a lot of beef and a lot of apologies, all the above. So hold on to your horses. Do people say that still? And let's get into this. All right, what's up with the MVP? Something wrong with it? Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons, talk to me.
They were saying that defensive player can't win MVP. You know, we don't affect winning enough, so that's the next mission. That's all I'm thinking of.
Do you feel like they're more isolated at positions now? It seems like edge rushers is pretty much defense player of the years. And it's like MVPs is just strictly basically quarterbacks.
I mean, I wouldn't say that for DPOY because PS2 snuck me last year. But, yeah, I feel like QB have, MVP on lock because, they have the ball in their hand pretty much every play.
I get that, but seeing playoffs this year, QBs can't be
QBs
a winning
haven't been
step.
winning these games in the playoffs. They have not.
You can't say that. Like, we just seen a quarterback win with 83 passing yards. So should this be ultimately be it's a fact. It's no shot. I'm not throwing no shots at nobody. But can we just say that, like, they deserve to be MVP?
It's too easily handed to them. I feel like we're not taking into account, with the things that we do. A lot of the numbers that we have, you have to go to, like, advanced metrics to see how good you are, what you do, or I am and what I do. So to the casual guy who's just looking at the scoreboard, he's like, well, Sam Darnold threw for 4 touchdowns. He's got to be MVP. It's like Micah had 10 pressures. He also lost 3 rushes all day. And that's incredible, but that's not as easily seen as touchdowns, yards, catches, rushes, all that.
And there's a reason, blah, blah, blah. It's not so easily seen. And I think that's the answer. Because it's not easily seen because we got to squint, because we got to dig, because we got to look deeper. We got to go into other layers. That shows that it's not as valuable. Most valuable player award has to jump out because you can't look at any team, forget the league, any team, and be like, our most valuable player isn't somebody that jumped out. Now, Myles Garrett jumps out. Micah Parsons jumps out. Absolutely. But then when you jump out, you're not the only one who jumped, okay? We look at the Super Bowl. Seattle's defense jumped out. You want to keep it real. Kenneth Walker III jumped out. You want to keep it real? Gonzalez for the Patriots jumped out. But then you're like, how valuable was he? They got beat. They got smoked. Get out of here. Then you start looking at the defense. Okay, they jumped out. Who individually? I want to go there. I want to go. Y'all cancel each other out. Give it to Walker. Same thing when it comes to the positions. You see a guy get a sack or 2, right? If you get 1 sack every single game, how many sacks you got in a year? 17 now. You get 2, which no one's ever done. You get 34. So the record is what, 23 now? So you got like 1.5. Not even half. 1 1/3. You trying to tell me you're the most valuable player? And the peak play for you did only once, not even twice? It's rigged almost. It's set up against you. There's no way you can. It's just that simple. And I play the position. I've seen too many times guys get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 sacks. We took a L, bro. Somebody go out there and throw 7 touchdowns. There's no losing. There's no losing. I mean, the numbers, if you want to go 2 sacks to 2 touchdowns, stop playing. 3 sacks to 3 stop playing. It's just a different impact. So I think the impact is the answer. And people don't want to go there. And I understand why you don't want to go there, but that's just the reality. That's just the reality. So, ain't nothing going to change. And I frankly don't think anything should change. I think that's the way the positions are set up, and you just got to roll with those punches, okay? Roll with those punches. Okay, here's some punches you shouldn't have to roll with. We all saw Drewski go up there and be a comedian, as he is, right? This is the thing with the invasion of the content creators and the streamers. Let's just say that they have a different set of rules. Their conduct is different. They ain't going to act the same. This ain't no traditional reporter. This ain't the sports reporters, right? You got Drewski and these streamers coming up. It's a wrap. So they get up there. Drewski gets up there. NFL MVP, NFL player honors. He's trying to be as, buttoned up as he could be, but he still got a brand. He still got a persona. He still got to be Drewski. And he Drewski'd it. Messed up JSN's name. So then that caused backlash. Backlash like these.
Stop playing with other people's names. Drewski, you play a lot. And you really good at playing. And shout out to what you've done and what you've built in your career. I believe you're the best one doing it right now. But know the time and the place. And when it's Jackson Smith and Jigba's time, and it's Jackson Smith and Jigba's place, then just say his name right, fix your face, and keep it moving. Like, understand when it's about you and when it's not about you. And what ran me hot about that is like, Drewski, that moment was not about you.
That's the difference in this era. And even Acho's guilty of this. It's the attention is currency. It's the whole crash out for conversation, for clicks. Come on, man. Everyone's throwing the worst first pitch they ever could throw when they go to a baseball game. Why? Because they know that's the only thing that's going to get them some virality. That's the only thing that's going to get on SportsCenter. A perfect first pitch is not going on SportsCenter. So you crash out. Some of Acho's takes are intentionally to crash out. As we know, don't you respect your coach and Coach Monken, a second-year player, doesn't respect the first-year head coach. And we just saw a first-year head coach win a Super Bowl? So this whole, I'm not the type that care about how you say my name, frankly. Now, it'd be nice on draft day. You're right. It'd be nice on NFL honors. Don't play around. But at the same time, I'm not losing any sleep or my hair because you up there being on your brand, right? If I look up and Denzel Washington is giving me an award, I know where I'm going to get. This young man, oh my God, this is this. He going to give me some of that grandfather, a little bit of uncle, but a lot of game. If I look up and Drewski's about to give me an award, I'm like this. Okay, here we go. Where's it going? Everybody, you know where it's going to land. And if you want to blame anybody, you really got to look at the NFL like, look, you're compromising the integrity of this because you're getting these certain people who are not going to sit there and just quietly go away. They going to make sure that they get their shine because that's how they do it. They film all day, 25 hours a day they film. 25 hours. These streamers and these dudes be at it. And then you're going to give them the NFL's platform? You think they're going to be like, oh, let me clean cut it. Well, we put it like this. I didn't watch the honors this year. I would have known that Drewski was there or not unless he did what he did. Same thing with, what's the actress name? She messed up somebody's name. I forget. That's my point. But I know she did it. She from LA too. I know the old girl. Whatever. She messed up somebody's name, Vrabel. She messed up Vrabel's name. And look what happened. Beat up in the comments. Help me out. And guess what? We talking about her. It's so great. There's so much content out there. There's so many things happening that the only things we know and notice, like in real life, are the car crashes. Slow down. What happens with a car crash? Slow down. Let me see what happened. Are they okay? God dang. That's what's happening. Keep going, though.
And also, names carry weight. Names are significant, especially family names. Names are powerful. And you want to take the time at the Super Bowl to now decide, you know what? I'm going to get a joke off. I'm going to have a viral moment. We spent so much more time talking about Drewski mispronouncing his name than we spent talking about the actual player who dominated the game. That makes no sense to me. And also, it was an intentional joke that fell flat because he said his name right first and then proceeded to say his name wrong and get all them ha-has and kikis out the way. This is not a time for a skit. If you want to go do an NFL honor skit, go do like you did the church skit. But right now, it's NFL honors, not the Drewski honors, not the comedian honors. It's not time for all that. So,
I hate to say it, but I disagree with you, big dog. And look, I am with you. I understand what you're saying. You're right. But what does Farside say? Passing you by. This, and you know it because you've done it. So this is why this comes off a little hypocritical, especially from Acho, of our generation of people who had platforms, of people who've been on TV before. Acho's been a hot take machine. He's even admitted it, so I'm not even calling him out. So do you think now, okay, so if you're a hot take machine, if you're a streamer, if you're somebody that, look, content first, bro, I don't give a damn about character. That you don't know me, I don't care if you do know me, you're going to know what my character is. And I mean character like put this costume on, persona, when the cameras are rolling, let's go. I'm Drewski. If you walked up to Drewski right now, if you just walking down the street, you're on Slauson, and all of a sudden, oh, that's Drewski. You walked up to him and he like, hi, how you doing? You be like, Drewski? Drewski got to be Drewski. Everywhere Drewski is. On Slauson, NFL platform, NFL honors. That's what they sign up for. And guess what? The NFL, Roger Goodell and them signed up for that too. That's why anybody who performs in the NFL capacity, they sign those contracts. They like, look, no F-bombs, right? No vulgarity. We'll sue your ass. They already done it before. No middle fingers, no obscene gestures. Janet Jackson, all that. MIA with the middle finger. Because we know who we got. We got entertainers. The NFL's in the entertainment business, brother. And frankly, Roger Goodell sitting there giggling, even though he like, oh God, this dude. He went there. He's like, yep, expect it. If not, you don't even hire Drewski. Come on, man. We can't act like we don't know what's coming and then get mad when it happens, especially when you're guilty of doing the same thing. Now, you probably wouldn't do it on that platform in honor because you're going to live by the spirit of the crusade of my last name and this power and this ain't the appropriate place. I hear all of that. But that ain't the ultimate reason everyone is there. They sitting there all stiffed up in they tuxedos. 20 years ago, this wasn't even a thing. When I was getting voted man of the year for 3 times in my career, it wasn't no ceremony. You got a fax, you got a phone call, you got a junk email, you got a certificate. 3 times. Marcellus, you're our man of the year. Let's see if you can win it all. Win the what? Win all what? Ain't no what. Ain't no honors. I went like 2 years ago, wherever it was in Vegas. I couldn't believe it. I was like, yo, this is, I was so jealous. And at the same time, I was so proud. That's why I love Roger Goodell. Because I'm like, dog, the same thing that I used to be a part of is this now? Now, at the same time, no one's perfect. The Pro Bowl used to be hella fresh when I played in it. It sucks now. It straight sucks. I don't know what that is. It's like almost like MTV Rockin' Jock and stuff, which started to fall off too. Remember that? Kind of weird. Anyway, so I'm not with you, Acho. I think that was a holier than thou take, especially when you have certainly sinned yourself. So here's something that caught a lot of people's attention. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you get this thing out there. Hit the like button right now as I give y'all some love up in here. Who's number 1 today? My man, Lazy Engineer Thoughts. It says it only can be vulgar in Spanish. Preach. Right now, don't speak Spanish. Mi no hablo español porque a muchos amigos en fuerte. Man, I'm from L.A. Boy, as soon as you're born in L.A., you are being taught Rosetta Stone. I don't care where you go. You walking down the street, you be looking at something, you be like, what that sign say? Cierto. What that mean? Apuero. What that mean? Abierto. What? Is it open or closed? I don't know. Cerrado. What? You ain't got no Yeezy in your Serato? I am not, boy, it's some, y'all acting racist out here talking about, oh, yeah, that's just Spanish. We ain't even got no official language. We talking about, you ain't speaking English. Shut up. Don't do that. Don't do that. Y'all silly. Number 2, Ben C. What's up? Drewski was with a woman on stage. I believe she actually got her name wrong, and he tried to make her feel better by doing it too. It didn't seem like it was planned ahead of time. Oh, that's interesting. That's a dynamic in sports and sports media especially. You got to take care of your co-host. You got to take care of the person you came with. You know, dance with the person you came to the dance with, especially if it's a woman. Oh, you can't leave her out there like that, right? So I get it. And number 3, Murphy Roberts says, acho, no. Okay, so I get it. Let's do it. All right, Chris Brown. Uh-oh. Everybody talking about Chris Brown, you need to be next. It's coming to L.A. Chris Brown lives in L.A. Super Bowl's in L.A. Come on, Chris Brown, let's do it. Well, Chris Brown had a response. Let's just say, people say, damn, Chris Brown, let us talk for you, because you know why. Chris Brown shares on his Instagram story, I think it's safe to say they need me, in response to the Super Bowl halftime show with Bad Bunny. Now, that's not all good. You don't want to know why? Because people are like, come on, Chris, why you do that? We want to talk for you, Chris Brown. We want to speak for you. Chris Brown over here doing all this. Let me make sure that people know that I want to do it. We were going to let this. The thing with Chris Brown is obviously they're trying to read the room, feel the temperature, because there's always going to be backlash. There's always when I say always, siempre. Como se dice? Yeah, siempre. Always going to be backlash with Chris Brown because there's going to be a group that always points back to what occurred. Always. So what they're trying to measure is how loud is that group right now? How boisterous? How much they going to kick up dust? Or are they just going to be like, all right. Can that group be, lack of better words, hidden? Can they be muted? Can they be put into a world where, yes, everyone is talking about it, but it's not overwhelming? And then when Chris Brown starts championing for himself, you know that group's going to get louder because they're adversarial, right? Opponents. That's why divorces are so difficult. It's because now you both dug in and you want to beat each other. You're not listening to me. Most divorces is basically you're not hearing me. You're not feeling me. So that's what happens. So now you make that group, you stoke that group by saying anything. If Chris Brown just goes away in terms of his conversation about this, and then Jay-Z just says, I got you. Now that's a whole different dynamic because Jay-Z and Rihanna's relationship, which is another reason why I don't think he will ever get it. But he has 2 things really working against him. And one is the guy who picks the artist is not necessarily rocking with you, I would assume. And then there's a crowd that's still loud, but how loud will they be? He's like, did you understand the words coming out of my mouth? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't understand this urge. And look, that doesn't mean I don't have my own urges. Don't get this twisted. I just don't understand this urge for the masses to respond to you and for you to be like, yeah, look at us and look at them and boo them. Like, I don't understand why. What itch was scratched for Chris Brown to go on Instagram story and write that in the moment where it's Bad Bunny, who's a bigger artist than even you, Chris Brown, and you gigantic. Like, one, it comes off as like, dog, you hating? 2, it comes off as, dog, have you forgotten who you are? Like, you trying to earn the good graces still. I mean, and it may be your whole lifetime. Now, we know you got fans. We know you selling out stadiums. And you had the biggest tour last year, all that. But come on, dog. Like, just read the room. It's kind of like if you saw, it's like, remember, I got to tell you the story, then we out. O.J. Simpson. Okay, O.J. Simpson went, O.J. Simpson to me was the juice. I got a football. My first athletic gift ever was a football, right? And it was an orange football. I was like 5 years old. And my daddy gave me this orange football. I loved it. It was O.J. Simpson juice football. Then he's the guy that's on the commercials and the Hertz. And then he's the guy that's on NBC. And he's just like one of the few black men that you saw that was just like buttoned up and they was giving him all the love. Him and Sugar Ray Leonard. It was like, oh, that's a whole little different era, Then the Cosby Show come out and all that. And OJ was just a winner, right? I live in LA especially. Oh, you heard OJ name. You're like, it's a win, right? You trying to see it. Then, obviously, what happened? The unaliving, right? And then this is the story. So now OJ gets off, so OJ's out. I'm in Miami once, renting a yacht. I'm trying to get my Stephon Diggs and Cardi B on, right? We're gonna talk about that too. I'm trying to get that on. It's me and like 2 of my boys and like 5 of our friends from other genders. Let me stop. Genders. The other gender. So we hanging. We're walking down to get to the yacht. And all of a sudden, guess who pops up? With the big old head, OJ. Now, no lie. My boys were like, yo, that's OJ. The girls were like, that's OJ. Like, they were taken aback, like I don't know how to act. Not like shook and terrified, but just like, and I'm like, that's OJ. I'm pumped. Because I'm like, I'm separating all that from like my childhood. This is the dude. And I'm walking. And I was like, hey, how you doing, OJ? And he looked at me, he was like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, look, all leaning and letting, shoulders slanted and head big. And he was like, what you got up to? Now, I don't know if he really recognized me or not. And I don't even know if I was like breaking it down, NFL, I'm playing on that. I was just like, OJ. So, plus I'm trying to get by him because he's shaking my girls. Like, they ain't happy. So I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing and stuff? He was like, oh, man, what y'all doing? Y'all better get on one of the boats. Which one? And then I was like, oh. I was like, we're going on that one right there. And he was like, oh, man, y'all going to have some fun today. All this stuff good, man. Oh, y'all looking good. And then I was like, all right. This is before camera phone, so there ain't no picture needed. We ain't doing all that. It was just like, all right, I'll see you later. My point is, even OJ, OJ sounded like he wanted to come on the boat and get some charcuterie with us. Like, he was just like, what's up? It's a room to always read when people thinking about you in certain ways. And it was kind of interesting that OJ wasn't even tripping. He was like, no, who that girl right there? It's kind of funny. All right, make sure you beat it up in the comments. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Mm-hmm. Yep, because there's other controversies from the Super Bowl. Here's another fallout. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Dan LeBatard's breaking it down. Dan LeBatard is really breaking it down. Y'all messing with Bad Bunny? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I understand what's happening in America, okay? Anytime I tell you I want you to be inclusive, you feel excluded. Like, that's not, like, that's the way that transaction is working. Anytime I go to somebody and say, how about being inclusive if you're on the other side of this arguing with me? Like, no, that excludes me. I feel threatened by it, but I don't feel threatened by that. I grew up among it. What I feel threatened by is truck testicles and American flags overrunning, the Capitol, or gun toting. That feels threatening to me, what's happening. What Spanish in a halftime show, I'm like, really? You guys with the guns are going to get upset about Spanish? Because the most pop culture thing there is happens to be in Spanish in America, but you want your sport to be so American that you don't want to even give them 13 minutes when everyone's taking a break on your thing. Ricky Martin doesn't even get those 15 seconds. No. I understand.
I understand what you're saying, Dan, and I agree. Like, gaslighting is not a term I like to use a lot because it seems like I just heard about it. And I'm like, oh, it sounds political, even though I know it actually is a real term. But boy, are we gaslighting. I'm not ashamed right now. I'm just in disbelief how many people are using this as a Trojan horse to get to where they want to go. It's almost like I'm hearing people like, English, and if it's not English, why am I listening to it? Like, yo ass ain't never been anywhere where you didn't know the culture and the customs and actually was excited. Like, everybody who always comes up to me always wants me to travel more, always wants me to go out, starting with my wife, to everybody. Oh, you gotta go here. This is amazing. You've never seen. How many times have someone ever tried to recruit you to do something? And the first thing they say is, you never heard this. You never seen this. Okay, you're like, all right. And then you get there and you're immersed, right? See, y'all travel the wrong way. This is why I don't like traveling with a lot of people, and I don't like traveling at all in general. Because all we do is land somewhere that is really different, that I don't know anything about, that I don't know any of the language, I don't know the people, etc. And what we do, we drive our ass past that third world culture till we get to that resort. Then we land in the pool with somebody who's from New York who talk about, hey, how you doing, big dog? Where you from? LA. Oh, did you play in the NFL? Why in the hell did I just travel 2,000 miles, 3,000 miles to be somewhere else to be hearing some damn another American talking about, oh yeah, you in the league? I thought I was supposed to be experiencing the culture. Oh, we don't go to culture, it's dangerous. What the fuck are we here for then? What do you think? Man, I remember when I went to Brazil, I was like, favelas, where are you? Then I saw him, I said, okay, there you are. All right, let's go back. No, just kidding. In all seriousness, people are so twisted and acting like, oh, he had the audacity to speak only Spanish. Even though he's American, he's Puerto Rican, right? That's a part of America. Okay, leave that alone. He had the audacity to only speak Spanish. It's music. What is music called? Anybody? Beat it up in the comments. Oh, it is the universal language? I'm a DJ. Y'all can keep y'all politics over there. Do not bring that to music. Don't bring the music. Oh, I don't know what that was. I didn't understand that. What? Are you serious? Just to get it off? Just to keep the Super Bowl American? Because one, if you ever want to listen to Roger Goodell, he's not trying to keep the Super Bowl American. The Super Bowl is not American anymore. He wants that thing in Mexico. He wants that thing in London. He wants that thing in Germany. What's going to happen when we play in Germany? They're going to the German national anthem? Whatever they're going to sing, they're going to sing it. We're going to be like, oh. Dog, if you live long enough, you're going to see the Super Bowl outside our borders. Matter of fact. It's a matter of fact. And why you hating on that? God dang, y'all tribal as hell, territorial as hell. Why you think we playing these games everywhere? I told you the story. I was at the Waste Management golf tournament during the Super Bowl. Arizona. I sit next to a guy. He's from Mexico. He's sitting there for 2 seconds and he looking at me. I'm looking at him. We drinking. All of a sudden, my friend says, hey, the guy was talking about sports and how he likes sports, and he's from Mexico and he likes American football. And the guy's like, you're sitting next to a former American football player. He's like, no. I mean, the dude lost his mind. Little old me. No. Can we take a picture? All of a sudden his English really got broken. He was like, I'm back home. He's like, I got to send it to my friends in Monterrey. Come Dallas Cowboy? Oh, yeah, Dallas Cowboy. That's my favorite team. Y'all want to lose out on that connection and energy just because you want to say, I don't understand you. Feel it then, damn it. And I'm not even like I don't know Bad Bunny songs. One of them was banging, though. I don't know what song this was. It was like the third to last one. I was like, I tried to Shazam it and encore it. It couldn't even pick it up. It was like, no English. I was like, damn, that's a dope song. Point is, who cares? And if you care this much, I'm looking at you a little sideways like, and y'all know me. Y'all know me. In terms of politics, I'm all over the place. Because I listen to the issues. I don't listen to the party. I don't listen to the agenda. Fucking y'all mad at this dude. Dude is gigantic. Why he doing it? Because he's gigantic. 4 of the last 6 years, he's the leading streamer. But y'all rather hear something more salacious, something crazier. Y'all ain't here for that. Y'all ain't here for inclusivity. Y'all ain't here for none of that. You know what y'all here for? Hit the like button. That's what y'all here for. You know what y'all here for? You know you want some of that gossip, some of that crazy. All right, let me read some of these comments before we get out of here. Randy Marsh says, that's the whole point. You don't know who Bad Bunny is, who cares? I know, it's really like you went to the game and then you all pissed off like what's happening at the concession stands or in the bathrooms. It's like, dog, are you focused? Like the game right now is over. It's coming back. It's halftime. Somebody got to perform. That's crazy, right? All right, let's get into it. Since y'all want to talk about stuff, I know that everybody's like, yo, you ain't going to talk about this. It's a player, it's sports. I was like, oh, God. We really going to talk about Cardi B and Stephon Diggs? Yeah, we are. I don't know what I just heard. It sounds like just another dude in the league, except his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever him and Cardi B was, is famous. And this is why a lot of guys don't date famous women. in the league. Like in the league, I can't hear no more of that. I love y'all, but hell no. I feel like I feel dirty. Like what the fuck? So what? Do what you do, dog. But I don't like all the kids. There was a lot of kid talking in there, like kid over here, kid over there. That's kind of messed up. But do you, dog? It's just, ugh. But in the league, you always get propositioned by agents. You get propositioned by management, publicists, all these people coming up to you, trying to connect you, trying to hook you up. Real spit. And I remember being from LA was my saving grace because I was like, I'm from LA. I know enough actresses and enough models and stuff, whereas I don't want to go there because I know what that's going to end up being. Any relationship you've been in, except one, hopefully, is going to start and it's going to end, right? I know we're going to break up. How many times I'm getting married? God dang, no. I got one wife. Rest of y'all just going to be build up, right? Lead up. I'm going to be a lead up to your husband. You're going to be a lead up to my wife. We get it. But it's the crash outs. It's all the publicity, all the nosiness that goes with it. I was like, oh, hell no. That doesn't mean I ain't dating any. It's just like I got to only connect with the ones who don't want. Okay, can we be on page 6? Can we hit the red carpet together? Hey, what you doing later? Okay, I'm going to the event too. Oh, you want to ride together? Oh, I'll be on the other side of town. Oh, okay. Make sure we get to the red carpet at the same time. All right. Now, that doesn't bother some people. It just bothered me because it's like, oh, you want to be seen and shown. Like, let's just be and then they see it instead of let's show them. There's a big difference between let's just be and they see it versus let's show them. Because when you're showing them, oh, you're going to show them it all. It's going to show. And for show, it's going to turn into this. Yeah, that. Crazy enough. I got to tell you this story right now, and I'm compelled to say it because I got a chance to like connect with Jay-Z and Beyonce of late because we all went to the same school. They have moved on. Their kids are older, etc. But we got a chance to chop it up a few times, right? I want to tell you this story. This is crazy. In 1998 or something like that, Destiny Child came to Buffalo. And this is how the game works. Bruce Smith was Bruce Smith. So they were like, oh, Bruce, come to the concert and backstage passes and you get to meet with everybody. And this is no lie. Since I was the young Bruce Smith, as they called me, they were like, oh, you go with Marcellus. Marcellus, can you go with Bruce too? And then all that. And then good, guess what? You get to meet Beyonce. Because they knew I was like, no, she fine. But I was like, how old is she? Everybody kept saying she was young. I was like, she old, she young, she don't look young. But what is it? So I was like, you find out. You can meet her. It wasn't a matchmaker. But it was as close as you could get to like, we're going to put you there, you meet her and all that. You know what turned out? We get there, concert over, we in backstage, everybody attacking Bruce. And guess what? No lie. So her dad comes up to Bruce, oh, Bruce, and I'm just sitting there like, hey. And then literally Beyonce was like on the outside because Bruce Smith is now the spectacle. And then she just sat in there and I was like, hey, how you doing? We talked for a minute. I was like, how old are you? And she was like, and I was like, you stupid. And we were just giggling. That was it. I didn't see her for years until school and all this stuff. That's it. I was like, dang. They were trying to connect the dots a little bit. And it was kind of funny. That's how we had to do it back in the day. Now you just shoot a shot, right? You shoot a DM, something like that. All right, let's get into this. Ratings for the Super Bowl. We're going to give you context, but right now, that's how many people watch the Super Bowl, how many people watch the damn halftime show, which is weird to me. But I guess there are more music fans than football fans. It's happening every year. Like, how y'all time it up? Y'all be watching Super Bowl. This is cool. Oh, we really watching the halftime show. I'm like, all right, do you. So the halftime show, gigantic, right? How big is it? Well, it's not as big as you think, but it is bigger than you thought. This is why you can't believe anything on this app anymore without doing your own verification. That 135 million that I even showed, that number was floating around starting hours after the Super Bowl. It was everywhere, but Nielsen ratings take 48 hours normally. It's still incredibly impressive considering it was more watched than the game itself, for real. So instead of people boycotting, like MAGA said, people actually tuned in just for it. Yeah, that's happening every year. So that's not just a MAGA thing, but I hear you. But still, factual accuracy is important, and it wasn't the most watched ever. Okay. Oh, it wasn't. Really? Huh. What was then? Because y'all told me this was the most watched ever. Huh. I don't know what to do with all this. Well, let's continue to look. This is what you do with it. Bam. Nielsen finally officially released the ratings, as I showed you. And it takes 2 to 3 days typically. Total of 128. It did not break any record. Quite the opposite. After 5 consecutive years of the audience increasing every year, this year with Bad Bunny, the audience decreased, halftime show. And it decreased more than in the last 2 years. So whoever performed in 2021, you scrub. Let me stop. Who was that 2021? Beat it up in the comments. 112 the next year. That's a big jump. Then it jumped again. Not as big, but still a big jump. No, actually, 9, both 9. So I should give them both credit. Then a little 8.3 right here. Then we got a little 4.2. And then we went back. So next time, don't go around running your mouth, believing just anybody, follow me for stop it. So Bad Bunny didn't improve on Kendrick's. That's interesting. Well, I do know that Kendrick's was not as pushed against as this one. And Kendrick had his own naysayers as well, but it wasn't this, right? It wasn't the same. So that's what's going on. Did y'all peep this story right here? This also was going on Super Bowl. 49ers star D lineman Keon White reportedly shot in the ankle after an argument with rapper Lil Baby. What the fuck? The incident occurred I thought it was Delilah's, like the one in L.A., but this is Dahlia's, a bar and nightclub on Mission Street in San Francisco. I can hear right now Herm Edwards saying, "Oh, here we go again, that nightclub, staying out after midnight." White had a private party in the downstairs area of the facility. Lil Baby and his entourage tried to enter White's private event. At that point, White and Lil Baby got into an argument. All right, let's use some conjecture. What is that? Oh, you ain't gonna let me in? Or, no, it's a private event. Oh, but I'm Lil Baby. I mean, what else could it be? All right, whatever. A witness told police that he went upstairs to get assistance from management in the effort to defuse the situation. Hold on, I'm throwing a private event at a spot, and then you show up, and whatever happens. I gotta go get security to get you away or get this de-escalated? Oh, that's sad. You know how much money I don't spend already? At that point, the witness heard 2 gunshots. Are you serious? When he returned to the downstairs event, White had been shot in the left leg, an athlete shot in the left leg. Police found a 9mm shell casing and a .45 caliber, shell casing near the scene of the shooting. Whew. Hopefully they didn't try and kill him. They just was like shooting at the ground. Oh. Let me just say the psychology and getting specific to Black America. Ooh. Should I do it? Jesus. I mean, golly. I'm seeing too much of that. It's weird. It's a weird world. I see that happen too often. And then there's things I should be paying attention to and noticing we don't see enough of, like this. Nobody talk about Gonzalez. Christian Gonzalez had one of the greatest performances by a corner in Super Bowl history. 22 snaps, 2 targets, 2 forced incompletions, allowed 0 yards in the Super Bowl. But Lil Baby entourage shooting up the spot. I choose to count those with me, not against me. I choose to focus in on the positivity, but God, because I don't know enough of the circumstances in that situation. But golly, come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better. We got to watch what we're seeing. This is a lead in. Y'all got to watch what y'all seeing. Watch what you're seeing. Now I ain't doing that party rock song. That song get me banned. Watch this. This is hilarious. So, somebody had a Super Bowl watch party, and it was for this year, but instead of showing this year's game live, they showed the 2014 one. And they said it was an hour and a half or so before anybody in the, look at these people at the party. I mean, even the dog was like, whatever. Look at this. On their phones, look, she ain't even sitting looking at the TV. I thought that was funny. Cats don't know what's cracking. You know what else happened that nobody saw? Did you see the streaker? Did you see what's crazy? Okay, they try to call it an American success story, but look, a man bet $50,000 that someone would run onto the field at the Super Bowl. Then did it himself. He's the dude. He bet $50K and then won it. Then he cashed out for $374,000 and paid a $1,000 fine. You like, dog. Next year is on in LA. Except, he streaked the Super Bowl and was released on bond, but they voided all related field invasion bets after he admitted he stunt violated terms on event integrity. No payout, no $374,000. I saw that from years ago. I was like, people are crazy. I always thought about that. I mean, we have obviously got some evidence that it's happening in the NBA, maybe NFL as well. These prop bets, and cats are like, I can make that prop bet work. Matter of fact, I got a cousin that needs $5. I can tell my cousin, bet that prop bet. I got you, big dog, but you ain't hear that from me, right? So that's how the game goes. Beat it up in the comments. Let's keep talking because this is also how the game goes. People be taking shots right in front of your face. What?
I'm told that I'm being flown out to Saudi Arabia to compete in a Fanatics flag football game with you.
Yeah, you know what? I'm actually a little worried for you because I know
Worried for me?
Well, you're a good athlete, but you're like
No.
These guys
Great.
are another level.
I am the highest level. I am the level.
No, you're not the level.
I am the level.
You're a good athlete, but honestly, when I'm thinking of Saquon Barkley and I'm thinking of like
Bro, can Saquon
Odell
Barkley
Beckham
do
Justin
a
Jefferson,
flip off the top rope?
Have you
a
not
180
seen him
moonsault
jump
off the top
over
rope
someone's
onto
head
LA
on
it's
Knight?
cute. It's a great, I love WWE. It's very cute. But honestly, this is like real football. This is real competition.
Okay, so there's two things going on right now. These are two ships in the night passing each other by. Mr. Paul here, Logan, right? He just here to just like, whatever, dog. I'm going out there, I'm gonna have some fun. I know I'm an athlete. I know I do stuff. This is good. Tom Brady is like, look, I get that lane, but this is not the lane. You're too powerful. This platform's too big that you are. I have to actually build some integrity into this because one, I'm getting pushback because I'm going to Saudi Arabia. I'm taking that money. You know how people always act with that. And then two, dog, Tom Brady, why is everybody going out there for all that money and playing? Is this going to be real or fake? We already see the Pro Bowl. We hate flag football now. Pro Bowl has made people hate flag football even though your kids play it and you love it. I love flag football. My son plays. I ain't watching the Pro Bowl. So Tom Brady's trying to be like, hey, dog, you kind of messing with the money and the integrity. Jokes aside, stop joking.
I was an all-state linebacker. I rushed for 1,200 yards, 19 touchdowns my senior year.
Well, let's see what you can still bring it. I mean, look, we all had a great pass. I won 7 Super Bowl. Who don't gives a shit? You know what matters? This game, March 21st in Saudi. I'm glad you're going to be there, and I'm glad you're finally going to participate in like a competition that matters.
This guy's insane. The audacity of Tom Brady. I can't believe it. Wins 7 Super Bowls, thinks he can just go around and talk about his flag football game like it's going to be the Pro Bowl.
It's going to be way better than that.
That's why, blah, blah, blah. When I watched the video, I knew it. He was like, dog, do not put this thing in no Pro Bowl mindset because everybody looking at the Pro Bowl like, y'all done wrecked flag football. And that's hard to do because we all love flag football. We just don't love the Pro Bowl. It's crazy. All right, we're going to switch gears, get into some basketball because I told you Adam Silver is like, football's over, right? Okay. Release the hounds. He's like, let these brothers fight. Let these dudes get at it. Beat it up in the comments. What y'all talking about in here? Ben C says, if I went to Puerto Rico, would I see men simulating on the streets? A lot of people do have problems with the gestures and all that. And look, I'm with you. I didn't look on first glimpse. I didn't see all that. All I saw was Jessica Alba and some trees. But now I know what y'all saying, and y'all like, come on, dog. But hold on. That ain't the same crowd that's saying Spanish and English, and you don't know English. It's okay. I get it. I totally get it. That's not it. I don't want my itty bitty saying that either because I don't like the explanation. Remember when Snoop did that? Snoop said, yo, I went to the movies with my little one. Can y'all chill on all this like stuff, all these images y'all showing? And they lit him up. And he was like, no. What I'm trying to say is I ain't trying to explain this stuff. And I think people need to understand that. I don't care who you are. I'm going to say it to you right now. I don't want to have the conversation. Let me do it on my calendar. I go see something that's G-rated or PG. Come on, y'all. Like, it's like crazy. I watch network TV and I hear the B word. I be like, come on, man. Daddy, what's a B? Oh, well, a beaver is, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. So this is what parents are upset about. Like, y'all forcing us to have these conversations too early. The kids don't even understand it. They go to school and repeat this silliness. I got my son and my daughter yesterday was talking to me and she was like, Daddy, she was asking me about presidents. I was like, yeah. She's like, how do you become a president? I said, you get elected. She said, selected? I said, you got to select, but it's really an election. Oh, who's our president? I said, Donald Trump. And she said, oh, was Barack Obama our president? I said, yeah. She's like, MJ met him. I said, I know. I introduced him. And she's like, oh. She's like, do people like our president? I said, some people do, and some people don't. Like every president. She's like, is he a good president? I said, some say yes, some say no, like every president. And she was like, oh. Because a lot of people in my school say that they don't like Donald Trump. I said, I know. I said, but a lot of people do as well, but they probably just don't say it as loud, or you don't have that conversation. But every president goes through that. It's not that deep, baby. Then I got out the car. I was like, man, god dang. What they doing at school? What these kids doing? And I was like, no, I actually told her, I said, you guys are so young, you don't know politics, and good for you. But all you're doing is repeating what you heard from your dad, your big brother, your big sister, your mama. Like, you're going to repeat. You know that our president got selected? I mean, elected. Like, so be careful around your kids. That's all I'm saying. Because your kids going to go around my kids, then I got to explain this stuff. And come on, media, do better. Let's go.
They got in between y'all. So it was calculated to a certain degree.
So you think the foul, but when he walked up after.
Yeah, and he got mushed.
That's
like you fouled me, then you walk up.
Yeah, so
then you get mushed, right? So, yeah, 5 fingers.
That's why I think it was more than just a foul, because after he started walking up.
No, that's what I said. It was starting the plays before it, so it was a timeout because he just finished getting scored on.
Yeah, but still.
Jordan was just talking shit. He was talking.
I'm with you.
He was going at him.
So get a stop.
Young fella was getting frustrated.
So get a stop.
Fouled him.
Fouled him. Close to arm. Yeah, because I can't guard you. Right? But no, it's.
That nigga.
Who?
But.
Durant?
Durant?
Hey, now that's a problem. Crazy got to be it got to be studied because Stewart came off the bench to protect the biggest nigga on the court.
Yeah. No, so that's what I'm saying. Something wrong with the boy, man. Like, something wrong with him. I comes from someone who didn't mind engaging, right? You gotta have some type of thought process when you've been involved with situations already, right?
Crazy trying to explain crazy. Let's see if he can do it.
You can't, like, the boy got on hot packs on the sideline. For you to run out there with that shit wrapped around your legs and trip, look like you'd have got that motherfucker and tripped and failed right in the, listen. So he didn't watch history. You running out there, he didn't see what happened to Rudy T.
Yeah.
Running up on Kermit Washington. So this is my thing.
He seen it.
No, like, so this is like to y'all point, like, yeah, man, you run up with your hands down, bro, you gonna eat by 4.
Yeah, no, he seen that. Right. I think he calculated all that.
Then your reaction in the back, like, yo, shit, what they had me in Detroit for, like, not to do that, brother. Trust me. They didn't bring you for no more Malice in the Palace situation. I guarantee they didn't bring you to Detroit for that shit, because that shit was a black eye on the league. So I can guarantee you that they didn't bring your young wild ass to Detroit for that.
Blah blah blah. Oh, man, that's when you start to believe the brand more than the ball. I was sitting there. When he said that, when he was walking by, what the hell you bring me here for? Come on, dog. We could go find any goon. Like, goons are easy to find. Ballers that, ain't no punk is a little tougher to fall. We know you ain't no punk. It's so weird that people who want to prove that they're not a punk always are going into situations like, I got to show up and prove that I'm not scared. Which only yells to me more that you might be scared of something. Like, why are you so quick to the line of disrespect right here, homie? I got to look out for it. But, like, how do you wake up and you thinking, today it's about smoke? Like, this moment about smoke. I ain't taking none of that. I remember Kenya came on the show, On the Rocks, which is coming back. Don't trip, y'all. We had some changes, and you just got to roll with the punches. But these are good changes. That's why we're rolling with them. But I remember Kenya came on, and Kenya the homie. And I was like, Kenya, me and you are different. Somebody could say something to you right now as good and, look, as crispy, as nice. Look, you got your glasses on. You got a nice watch on, understated. You look like, oh, look at this guy, Abercrombie and Finch. What is it? Abercrombie Finch? whatever. United Colors of Benetton. Give him something. Sitting there, look jolly. Somebody could walk up to you, Kenyon, and say something, and then it's, welcome to the Terror Dome. And I said, for me, it's not like that. Why? Because I always go here, and tell me if I'm by myself. The first thing I think about is who's saying it. Then I think, what are they saying? Then I think, why are they saying it? And I do it like that. And if that comes up, good luck moving me, brother. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can't let you, as they say, I can't let you pop my bubbles. Because I'm always on a mission to watch my little girl blow bubbles. Outkast song. So if I'm watching my little girl blow bubbles, I can't let you just walk up and go, look at me. Nice, simple guy. And I wish we had more of that in terms of our rage control, especially men. Men be on a mission to prove they ain't no punk. And as soon as I hear that, I be like, dog, you sound like a punk. You're not going to prove you're not a punk because you throw some hands. Nobody gonna fuck with me. You know who the people that no one messes with? Of all the people I've ever seen, football players, basketball players, UFC, CEOs, the secure man, the peaceful warrior. The peaceful warrior. The best, I guess the best illustration is a martial artist. You ever seen a martial artist just walk around and you know he a black belt now? He's so nice and calm and peaceful. And he walks, I told you about Master Kim, who teaches my son Taekwondo. 17-degree black belt. He like 70-some years old, still could do heroes pose, be hopping up. I'm like, what? He walk around here, man, you think that dude sold sunflower seeds. He's so nice and gentle. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Yeah. He's one person that ain't looking around here trying to prove he ain't no punk. Because he ain't no punk. He will whop, pop, pop. So anytime I see that, I smell that on you, I smell weakness. And it may be wrong, because I don't think Kenyon's a punk. But I'm like, why are you on a mission to prove? And then that other guy, why is he on a mission to prove? And I know Kenyon ain't. But guess what? Look at me. I'm no punk. I don't start anything, but I finish everything. And sometimes you got to apologize. Come on, Jeff Teague, apologize. Let's get through this.
No, okay, let's keep it moving. So clearly,
but you went to the game and they actually said,
put me on the Jumbotron.
Zaire Smith.
I'm trying to understand. What's your point, bro? You keep trying me. Stop. Don't disrespect my name. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect my name. You know my
Zaire.
name.
I don't know your last name. Zaire.
Stop disrespecting me, Jeff. Hold up, Jeff. Don't disrespect me, Jeff. We live, so we don't got to don't disrespect me.
I don't remember your last name. They put Zaire.
You don't all right, bro.
What is it?
Franklin. All right, bro.
What you trying to be on, bro?
What you really trying to be on, though, man? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you taking it somewhere else. Like, we can have a convo like we at work, bro. Like, what you want, bro? Like, we ain't got to do all this, gang. They put me on the Jumbotron. They didn't put you on Jumbotron. They put me on the Jumbotron. They cheered, nigga. They cheered. They say all pro. Have you ever been all NBA? No. Have you ever, like, you was a one-time all-star? I promise you, I'm going to get another Pro Bowl before you get into the all-star. Your career is over. You was trash. They traded you all over the fucking NBA. You never stood. I was a captain on every fucking team I was on, nigga.
How many years you played?
So calm down, gang. Like, niggas really fuck with me. I'm really carrying it out here, and I came in late. You was an early pick. I was a late pick, and I got out the fucking mud. So watch your mouth when you talking to me, nigga.
Wow, I didn't know it was that smoky up in here. I got to start previewing these things. Jesus. What just happened? As we started off this show with Emmanuel Acho talking about, hey, Drewski, it's a time and place for everything. Respect that man's name. You got to understand, respect his name, especially if he wants respect for his name. I'm not the one. I don't give a damn what you think about me. I don't give a damn what you say about me. I know what I did. It's going to speak louder than you. Now, he like, I'm going to take it a step further, Wiley. Give me that. Yeah, I understand. But if you want to talk about my name, I'm going to tell you what my name really means, and I would do that too. So keep going, big dog. I hear you.
All right, bro. Nah, because like, you really trying me.
All right, people are actually watching.
Y'all really tripping. We live. We don't have to do this.
We have a show that people are watching.
Get the fuck out of here.
We live. We don't have to do
this.
We live. We don't have to do this. We live. We don't have to do this.
You have a good career, bro.
Don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm going to say. We don't have to do that. Everything is cool. You ain't got to disrespect my name.
No disrespect. You win, big dog. You win.
I'm saying.
You the GOAT. You the GOAT. You one of the best. You one of the best, bro. I don't know.
Awkward. All right, now, yep. I ain't even know I was going to catch it. Look, looking down. They're like, oh, man. And this, damn. I don't know why. Look, he could be lit. He could be in his zone, but that just exposes what you really got going on in there. That's the truth serum. So let's not give him the alcohol excuse. If there is alcohol, I don't want to do that. But red cups typically culturally suggest something. Let me say this. We are seeing bullies, and bullies strong. We're seeing people take shots that can't take shots. I forget the last one. What was the last one? Where you want to start something, but you don't want to finish it. Because Jeff right now is tripping. Because he thought he had somebody he can son because of their career, because of his career. And he like, yo, I wasn't, I ain't obviously Kobe and LeBrons and all that. I ain't obviously anybody of that ilk. But I'm Jeff Teague with a big-ass podcast, and you better recognize. And the way that it comes out as this insecurity is, I'm going to find somebody lesser than me, and I'm going to give it to him. I'm going to displace this aggression. Because there's always somebody bigger than you, and there's always somebody smaller than you. So I think he miscalculated on this one. That's the key. Like, oh, I'm about to bring this to this little dude. If the big dogs on the team tell you, hey, dog, take my helmet in. You take it in. But then guess what? When a new cat comes and he a rookie and he undrafted, guess what you tell him? Hey, bro, take my helmet in. Shit runs downhill. It runs downhill. Here's the problem, Jeff. I don't think he downhill.
All is cool, though, but like, just don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm asking.
What?
Just don't disrespect my name. That's all I'm asking.
Come on,
Man,
y'all.
fuck out of here, my nigga. You good, though. Do your thing. You tough as shit. That's all.
All right, bro.
Where we at, DJ?
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
it didn't have to be that,
there
bro.
goes
It's
the
a
super chat
football
this
day.
morning.
It's a football day.
It's
It's
never a
cool.
football day on 520. You can get the fuck out of here. I don't give a fuck.
That's what you on?
Yeah, I could be.
That's what niggas on. Bro.
Okay.
That's niggas crazy, bro. Huh?
Man, y'all, come on.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you talking somewhere you gotta go.
Come on.
It ain't been
You watch how I'm talking to you. Just
Come
disrespect my
on,
name. That's all
bro.
I'm
It ain't
asking.
been another nigga named Zaire Smith.
I don't know who that is.
It's cool. So I didn't remember your
But you
last
know my
name.
name's Zaire Franklin, though.
I just had to remember. Like I said, when you pull up to the board, I didn't know.
It hurt your feelings that much the Super Bowl that lit. Was it Bad Bunny?
I really don't. Nah, I fuck with Bad Bunny. You don't.
I listen to Bad
All
Bunny. I
right,
heard it.
let's move on, please. Salvage the rest of the show. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Took care of the Celtics yesterday, 111-89.
Oh, man. Ooh. Gotta be careful, man. That's why I don't like guests. Let me stop. Well, I'm not going to speak for Jeff Teague because what I have to say probably is not accurate. Because there's no way what I'm thinking is what I just saw is what I should say. I'm going to let him say something to give me better context because I don't get that.
Shout out to Z.
Yeah.
That's my dog. Me and him go back and forth every day on and off camera about basketball topics and football topics. We always comparing who got what, who do what. So shout out to him. It's all love. We dapped up yesterday after the show. We all talked about these niggas got on my ass yesterday. Mike got on my ass talking about, hey, he can go. When I said that or whatever, nigga, he was like, nigga, we 5-2 and we all won. So I appreciate that. And I apologized to him last night about the show about disrespecting his name because he's a diehard about his legacy and what he want to build and all the things that he got going for the Franklin. So I apologize to him about that. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about my accolades and all that shit. So whatever he said to me, it's all good. I ain't giving a fuck. We all family. We all love. But
Come on, man.
Okay, yes. I'm glad I didn't say what I was going to say because it would have been like, all right, good. I had to retract some of that. At the same time, this apology is starting to leak a little bit. Because one, this is why this show is necessary. There's no show like this. Why? Because we actually slow down enough to be smart and think about what people are saying. And our intelligence is telling us, we just heard somebody say, I apologize for how I behaved yesterday. But what he's talking about, which are my accolades, my achievements, I don't care about. Jeff, you don't care? Why that response then? So, I'm going to listen, and then I'll tell you what I'm thinking. But right now, it's all over the place.
Yeah, and normally Zaire would be here on the Tuesday, but he is on vacation. My boy is free. Obviously, the coach wasn't on shit, so he is enjoying his time, man. Shout out to my boy Z. He'll be back soon for sure. But Teague, they said you the reason for the cause, man. They said the energy you put out yesterday went across the NBA, man. Let's get to it. The Pistons took care of the Hornets yesterday.
Zaire just text. Get off that soft shit, nigga. Get back to this money. Get off that soft shit. Get back to this money. They were squabbling last night.
Hey, they was. No, that's a fact for sure, man. The Pistons and the Hornets, man.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, so I could have ended before, but I let it breathe and end on this note. All right, all I saw there was he got the Teague. Like, you can't dress it up. Like, when you got an issue, you can't dress it up. And whatever it was, and we all know we're competitive, okay? So it's so funny that when we're competitive, we know we all want to be the best. So when you fall short with that, you got to come to an understanding. You got to come to a consumption. You actually got to consume it. You got to actually digest it. You have to internalize it that that's the reality. Okay? And when you don't, and if you don't, and instead you're still competing against that legacy that you left, and you're still competing against other people because you believe in higher and lower. So then when you see a big dog, salute, 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 respect, respect, respect. You know all the basketball players that are better than Jeff Teague. If they came on that show, salute. He ain't doing that to their last names, right? And if he doing it as a joke, full joke, and out of there like joke, joke, joke. Not, oh, that was a joke, but what's up? You're not doing that because you're not competing no more. However, when you ain't settled with that, you ain't internalized that, what you do is salute to the big dogs, and then you look at them little dogs. You think you got a little dog? Oh, yeah, I'm going to show you how it goes. Come here. Get over here. Right? He tried to little dog him. He tried to son him. We could dance around. Oh, I don't care about my accolades. I don't care about my achievement. I don't care about my name and all that. No. This was just strictly competition. And if you're competing, lace them up. Lace them up. And good for Zaire for just saying, hey, dog, we ain't got to be on that. We ain't got to be on that, which is like, yo, you versus me. You already did yours. I'm still doing mine. You never know. That was fascinating. Good stuff. You know, I like Jeff Teague, and I'm a fan of that show, and it will continue to be, but okay. I don't know. Might have to get a Michelob Light, Ultra. Talk to Jeff Teague one day. We're like, man, me and Jeff Teague, we kind of have similar careers. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go, bro. It's all good. I'm happy with my career. Shoot, I know what it is. I hope you do. Let's get into it. All right, beat up in the comments. Let's talk that talk. Let's get into some more. You got to love OG status. You got to love vets because they just be like, dog, it ain't the same. Like, this ain't level. I know you think it's level, but it ain't level. I told you the story, and I'm going to tell you again. It really is a production business, and people, it can get lost. It can truly get lost because you could think somebody's popularity, likability can supersede are you producing. I tell you guys this story all the time. The first thing I bought when I got drafted was DJ equipment. The first thing I did after getting drafted outside of playing football was DJ. I started DJing for the team. I started DJing for other teams. I started DJing the music inside the stadium. It started in Buffalo, 1997, Master P. Hustlers, ballers, gangsters, cat pillars. In Orchard Park, that spread to the Jets when they took my mix CD. Then they spread it. Next thing you know, you going to other stadiums, you hearing Hustler. I actually have an album out. It's crazy. On Bad Boy, Diddy was on there. Some other people. It's this album. And one of the songs is Who's That Dude? Me. DJ, and they used to play it when I got sax. Who's that dude? They go, Marcellus Wiley. That's that dude. Marcellus Wiley. I'm not, no lies. No one complained. Because guess what I was doing? I was rising to the top. Everybody say, keep it while you got, give it. Sax, 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 sax. Go ahead and DJ. Go ahead and DJ. Soon them sax went, hey, you still doing that DJ? You still You still over there hosting them events and parties? I'm hosting Super Bowl events. I'm doing festivals. I DJ for Outkast. I DJ for Run DMC, Ashanti, Kenny Chesney. I'm over there like doing all these Google Dolls. What's that? Google Dolls? Foo Fighters. Like, I'm doing everything. Not a problem. Booking it. Big money too. Big money. This is like in 2000, 2001, 2002. All of a sudden, all you gotta do is produce. You could TikTok your ass off. It's a contradiction to say you can't. You can do whatever you want if you're doing what you need to do. That's the statement. You can do whatever you want as long as you're doing what you need to do. And if you ain't, now we got a problem. And we gonna have a big problem. So that's what I noticed in that one. That was kind of hilarious. I don't want to hear that, Max. I don't want to hear it yet. Okay, we're gonna get into Max, and we gotta do part 2 of that yesterday's video. But surely Max, been there before. Point is, do what you need to do so you can do what you want to do. All right, let's get into this video. I love this video. It's part 2. We're talking about KD's legacy. Max said it has his rings in Golden State doesn't have gravity. Ooh, that's tough. But they're going at it. Let them finish. They're going at it.
On the greatest player ever, because the way you prove greatness is through leading a team to a championship, but because he parachuted into the championship and put them so far over the he put them so far over the top they could not lose.
That team started with 0-0 win column loss, just like everybody else. Anything could have happened. And if something would have happened that prevented them, you guys would be saying different. That's where commentators and analysts and pundits differ from experts. That's the difference, because anything could happen. It's an 82-game regular season.
You know what happened?
And there's a playoff.
2 consecutive years, they stomped out everybody.
Okay, great.
That's what happened.
Yes, well, they
And then you know when they didn't stomp out everyone? When KD got hurt. Now he's not available. Now you lose. It's pretty simple.
Right,
With KD, unbeatable team.
But that just happened.
And that shows to me, that's why I don't like this argument, even though it's my favorite argument. Because I'm like, dog, they lost without KD the year before. Now, I know they won a championship the year before that, but then they had the best regular season record ever, and they lost. Didn't win a championship. You get KD, stomp, and then KD gets hurt, you can't win again. It's a KD thing, man. Say what you want, it's a KD thing. You say what, it's a KD thing.
Happening year 3 versus happening year 1, and you don't wish it happened at all. But the point I'm trying to make is...
As Will Ferrell said in Anchorman, agree to disagree.
We agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, again, you have to be able to continue to create flexibility that you can always get better. I told you what Joe Dumars told me in 2008 after he had been to so many conference finals. You have to have the mechanism to get better. And here's the other thing. Most times, most agents also, they're not looking at team, this player, oh, should this guy be in a position to win a championship? So I'm just going to sign him to a 5-year deal so I lock the player in for the number versus doing what's right for the player and actually evaluating the team. If I have a star guy, a real guy, and it's next to a team that is not so real and they don't have no way to becoming real, and this guy actually cares about winning and not caring about just the money, I'm not signing a long-term deal like that. I'm not doing it. And I know most people in my position would say the opposite, and they've done the opposite 1,000 different times. But that's where you have to differentiate yourself.
If you added a prime LeBron James to this Thunder team, who would win the championship?
No, wait a minute.
I'm just curious. If you added a prime,
things.
if you added a prime LeBron James to this Thunder team, who would win the championship? And would anyone else have a chance?
They would be favored, considered.
That's not apples to apples and analogous. Call them out. Thunder just won a chip. Golden State didn't just win a chip. They won a chip the year before. So who won a chip before OKC this year? Who was that 2 years ago? Boston? Prime LeBron to Boston? Is that with Tatum? Out Tatum? Point is, it ain't OKC. It ain't OKC. Keep going.
No one gets injured and so on and so forth.
You and I both know they would stop everybody out.
But that's discrediting.
That's what happened.
I'm not going to discredit Kevin Durant for making a smart choice. He made the same choice you would make with your money.
Sure.
Are you going to invest your money?
We're talking about two
in
different
a
things.
losing account or losing high risk?
You don't want to
low
punish
reward?
KD. You don't want to
I'm not
punish
punishing
KD in
for
any
nothing,
way
no.
for making a smart choice.
No.
My point is,
I wouldn't punish
whether or not
nobody for making a smart
whether or
choice.
not you want to, in an objective, as objective as possible, evaluation of his greatness, as great as he is, he doesn't get the same kind of credit for those championships as LeBron does for 2006.
Blah, blah, blah. And that's a weird, bizarro world we live in, but it's reality. Like, the road to success does matter. And I always question it myself. I'm always like, why do I watch ESPN, especially on Saturday mornings, and always see this rags to riches story? Always showing some kid from the hood who made it to the league. I'm like, it's so many kids from good neighborhoods, from affluence that made it too. Can they get some highlights? That's one thing about my nonprofit, Project Transition. We're into giving kids education through exposure and experiences. Underserved, underprivileged, but that doesn't mean because you're poor. Doesn't mean we exclude the wealthy, because guess what? You know some wealthy kids. I know some. Here's their mom and dad's schedule. Oh, I'll be in Taiwan. After that, I got to go to Hong Kong. Then I'll be in Dubai. Then I'm coming back. I see you in a week and a half. You better play hard. Okay, that's fine. Daddy's still there. No. Daddy's like, oh, I got the schedule too, man. I got to go to Ireland. I got this. I coach. That's how I know. I coach kids, and I'm like, nanny. The kid ain't even like looking to the sideline. Ain't nobody there. What time do I pick him up? Excuse me, mister. Hey, how you doing? Okay, yeah, I'm dropping off Eduardo. Okay, cool. What time does practice end? 7. Okay, see you later. So, we always looking at this road. Oh, it got to be bumpy. It got to be hard. It got to be full of adversity. Now you really want it. Dog, if you got there, you got there. God dang it, because there's so much stuff on that road. There's none of them are smooth. Affluent road ain't smooth. The hood adversity road ain't smooth. You always got to deal with something. I just wish they put more respect on those who just got there versus how'd you get there? But it's reality. And I'm not going to argue bizarre road, because guess what? I've benefited greatly by that. Oh, you from where? And you made it where? What? But then I feel conflicted because I'm looking at my son and daughters. I'm like, they not from that. I wish you would try to undermine what they accomplished. I wish you would try to look at them. Oh, you had it easy. I had a talk last night. My son brought up to me, he was looking really despondent. He was just like low energy. I'm like, you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. Don't ever take that as a reason. Don't ever take that as an excuse. Don't ever take that as an answer from kids. Ever. You okay? Yeah, I'm good. Because you asked them how your day was. Good. Don't ever dig. You lead with what you're going through. I'm like, yeah. I was, oh, man. I'm over here excited. I love this song. You like this song? Yeah, it's okay. Now I know he's something on. I was like, oh. I said, let's take me in your head right now. But you got to use your words. I can't get in there without your words. He looking at me like, I don't want to say it. I said, you don't want to talk about it? He's like, not really, not right now. I said, but there's only one time we got right now. Let's talk it. He's like, okay. He was basically telling me some of his friends are starting to act bad, and he doesn't like it because he knows that it's not good. I was like, go daddy. I said, I got a good one. So far, so good. So far, so good. It's early in the game, y'all. I was like, oh, yes. We talked through it. Y'all talking about my son got it easy. I wish somebody would come up to me like, Marcel, salute to you. Oh, this little third base kid you had, man, move. Sick him, MJ. Sick him. My boy is everything I'm not. He more than. Right now, so far, he more than. He more than. Just a little lazier than me in terms of doing his homework. But other than that, he got me. He's as smart and smarter. He's way more athletic. Way more nice than I was. He's nicer than me. Got a greater spirit. He's more sensitive. He's just a little lazy with his homework. And boy, I was lighting his ass up last night. Like, we can't be doing this. We can't do this. Do you guys still like the NBA? I hear a lot of you guys complain. I could use other choice words, but I won't. Well, okay. Pat Riley, what you think about today's NBA?
The one thing that I still love about the game is I love the competition. So I love the competition. I'm not a big fan of today's game. I'm not.
I'm sure.
But I have to adapt like everybody else does to the contemporary game and the contemporary player, which I have done. The people that have been working with me here for 28 years, I respect so much that they're now doing whatever they're doing at a very high level. And when I leave, they can just move and keep the ship going unless they want to change it. The one thing.
Blah, blah, blah. The OG, Sensei, Yoda, Pat Riley. He's like, I don't like the game, but, the competition's dope. Look, it moves me a little bit to hear from Pat Riley versus your ass, but I understand, God, what am I missing? This NBA is insane. But I understand all the kick out threes is just a little too much. I get it, but the analytics is smart. It tells you to do it. You know who else is smart? My man Timo, who left a super chat. He said, appreciate the content. Timo TV. Appreciate the content. This is my morning sports show every day. And unlike other shows, you challenge overall thought processes with life. Respect. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Not just for the super chat. Me love you a long time. Really, because you're catching what I'm trying to do, which is I'm looking at this world, this sports world, sports media, all the stuff that we like. This is our last community, right? Sports. We all gather. Super Bowl, 130 million people, one moment. We together. I love that. And there's so much to learn from it. So many patterns of life being demonstrated. So many things that can help us out. But then most shows just want to talk about who won, who lost, who good, who's sorry. And I ain't mad at that. I'm just saying there's way more at that buffet we should be eating. And that's what I want to do. I want an itty bitty to watch the show. I'm like, damn, I got smarter. But I ain't get smarter so much in just football and basketball. I got smarter from me. Life. Everything gonna outlast football and basketball. I played football forever. I played 25 years. Man, I'm 51. I have lived longer without football than I did with football. I'm about to cry. God dang it. Woo! That's the first time I ever realized that. I've officially now lived longer without football than with football. I haven't been that way since what age? 16? My first 8 years didn't play football. Then I played at 16. Then I kept going. So there was more football in my life than not. Now I done balanced it out. Now it's out of balance. More without football. That's why I want these itty bitties to know. All this stuff is fresh. One day I ain't gonna have it on. And then I took it off. It's back there. One day somebody gonna have to pack that up. It was a great life. I just lost one of my coaches from Columbia yesterday, unexpectedly. Irv Chambliss. Respect to Coach Irv. Rest in peace, brother. Man, he was a good coach. D-back coach. So I never had to rock with him. He was behind me all the time. He was like, Wiley, get to the quarterback. Yeah, great dude. Unexpectedly, just passed out. That's it. So, love to you guys, man. That's what we're doing on this show. We're trying to get there, but we ain't done. We're not done. We still got some time. Oh, Kevin Durant, we were talking about you giving out some flowers, but let's get a little spicier than that, shall we? Yeah. A lot of people, just beat it up in the comments. Who's the MVP in the NBA right now as you listen to this, because I have no idea.
He's not in my top 5, though, but he is an incredible player.
Wait, he's not in your top 5?
He's not in my top 5.
Is it Wemby? Wemby's not his top 5. This is Robert Ory talking about who's the MVP. Beat it up in the comments. Tell me. I don't know.
Because he hasn't played enough games for me to be in my top 5.
Oh, I like that.
He's too inconsistent for me. And he's only averaging, 24 points? And to me, you think about Kobe Bryant won MVP. You would think about Shaq that won it. LeBron James won. These guys have put up better numbers and did more things that Victor hasn't done. So I think we're trying to anoint him as the next great. It's too fast. Don't get me wrong. The kid is absolutely fantastic. But he ain't no LeBron James.
He's averaging 24, Rob, 11, and 3 blocks.
3 blocks? He's 7'6".
In less than
They should be
30
averaging
minutes.
6 blocks a game.
Your expectations of Victor Wembanyama are not Victor Wembanyama's responsibility. But at the end of the day,
if you
he's
want my
doing
vote
it on
for MVP, which I do have a vote.
You hear that? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, my expectations ain't his problem? Well, if he want my vote, it is. He's right. Like, look, we know Victor Wembanyama is an animal, insane, killer. At the same time, I gotta be careful which animal, huh? All these politics going around, you gotta be careful. But the point is, I've seen him as a six man. I've seen him hurt. I've seen him out of games. I've seen some of the up and down. And more importantly, what you averaging? Nah, he ain't the MVP. Let me see what y'all got. Beat it up in the comments. I see a lot of SGA. I see some SGAs in there. That's all I see. All right, y'all not listening to me. What y'all doing? Getting dressed? Go to work? What about tanking? Y'all got a problem with tanking? NBA news.
I think what Utah is doing right now is messing around with the integrity of the NBA. The ability to sit players, starters, in the fourth quarter, to not call timeouts in the fourth quarter. Orlando won the game on Saturday because they basically rested players. And it backfired on them last night. So I think if you're the league, you're looking at it. All right, can we do some gimmicks? Can we alter protections and eliminate protections as far as picks? Or can we put the hammer down?
They tanking. I saw that Utah game. I was like, them dudes ain't playing in the fourth quarter. Oh, they getting away with this. You got to do better if you're Adam Silver. You can't let that happen. You can't let the integrity go out. That's one thing about the NFL. They're going to protect theirs. It may be harsh. It may be like, yo, chill. We ain't even tripping like that. But in the NFL, if you got a problem, we're going to address it. We're going to address it seriously. I want to kind of get into this conversation right here. It's a little spicy, a little racial. If y'all know Carlos Boozer, respect, and you know his sons, the Boozer twins, we're going to go to Duke real quick. And I want you to catch this conversation because I've seen this occur, and I'm glad this guy kind of packaged it properly. We're going to talk about the bias that comes to Cameron Boozer, who is y'all seen him play? Ooh. Let's get into it real quick. Talk about the bias that happens in sports, and it goes always.
I am tired of seeing these same comments about this when it comes down to Cameron Boozer, and I'm about to call out this bias. So listen to this. Every time somebody talk about Cameron Boozer, it's always, I don't see how his game translates to the NBA. I don't see how his athleticism is going to translate to the NBA. But here's my thoughts when it comes to this. Number one, you don't have to be uber athletic to play in the NBA. Obviously, we got examples. You can see Luka Doncic. You can see Jokic. Neither one of them can jump over an envelope. But guess what they do? They dominate the NBA because of their skill. But for some reason, when it comes to Cameron Boozer, and I'm not saying Cameron Boozer is going to be as good as Jokic or Luka Doncic for the people that's going to say, he can't be as good as them. That's not what I'm talking about. But when it comes to Cameron Boozer, just because he make the game look easy, y'all going to say y'all don't see how that translates to the NBA. But this is my thing, and this is the bias in this whole thing. If he was Cameron Boozervich, y'all would be saying, oh, my God, he's a sneaky athlete. Oh, my God, do you see the way he can do this and he can do that? But the fact that he's Cameron Boozer, you expect him to be the one that dunked like Dwight Howard and Vince Carter, and he still dominates without doing that. Now y'all going to say y'all don't see how that translates.
Y'all know why. What do I always say? Don't let the paint job fool you. We all know don't judge a book by its cover, but don't let the paint job fool you because it comes with its own set of biases, right? And then you start to play them out implicitly or explicitly. It's a real thing.
Have you watched him play? Do you see the kid's footwork? Do you see his ability to process the game? And another thing, it used to be a guy in the NBA a couple years back by the name of Carlos Boozer. I think that's his dad. But did you watch him play in the NBA? He had a similar body type. He played for a very long time, and he wasn't uber athletic. He wasn't jumping out the gym. But when you look at Cameron Boozer, he can do everything his dad can, plus more. So when y'all start talking about guys that y'all don't think can translate to the NBA, it's just pure bias. And this is where the basketball discourse has lost its mind because everybody's supposed to look like Anthony Edwards. Everybody's supposed to look like Cooper Flag. There's multiple ways things can get done. Just say you don't like the way he does it, but admit he's an NBA player. And I think if it's not Darren Peterson, Cameron Boozer could probably go first. But if he don't go first, the second player in this NBA draft should be Cameron Boozer.
Preach. Blah, blah, blah. Dog, it's so crazy how stereotypes and the bias works for you and against you, right? Like, it works for you. I remember the first time I felt bias, it literally was when I walked into the room of the academic decathlon. I think it was 6th grade, 7th grade, something in that world, where you're starting to feel like you know something about this world. and you're starting to say, oh, girls are kind of cute. They're not so irritating anymore. And you're walking in, and you know your boys already, we got our groups going. We got the cool guys. We got the athletes with the jocks. We got the nerds. We're starting to have our groups. Where we put you, Wiley? You're a nerd, but you're kind of cool, but you're not that cool. And you're certainly a jock. We'll figure it out. And then I remember going into that room with all those kind of thoughts of identities. Who am I? Who am I not? And then I walk in that room, and everyone told me in collective, in unison, in chorus, what the hell you doing here? They didn't say it, though. They showed it. You know, that squint. That was the first time. They were looking at me like, are you lost? Because it was in the gym. Academic decathlon on a Saturday. You got to go in there with your teammates, and you got to compete, wear your little polo. You know how it goes. They ask you all these big-ass nerd questions, almost like Jeopardy for like 7th graders. But it didn't stop there. Obviously, to this day, let me go somewhere where people are unfamiliar with me or my story, don't know my Wikipedia, don't know my bio, whatever it may be. And let me say, they want to say, oh, so where you from? Compton. Oh, yeah, L.A. Yo, okay, you play for, oh, okay, good. Where'd you go to school? Columbia. I feel like, man, damn. They work for you, they work against you. That's all I want to say. Okay? It also worked for me. I get on the airplane, first class, sitting down. I told you this story. This beautiful girl was sitting there by the window, right? I had the middle seat. Damn, spent the money but didn't spend it all. So I got the middle seat, first class. First of all, I'm like, damn, this fine-ass girl here. I'm like, who her man? You know, I'm stereotyping her. She too fine. She ain't paying for this. Who paying for her? So then it's an old lady. So old lady had to get up. She took forever too. I was like, come on, lady, damn. So I'm trying to get to that fine girl. So then I put my luggage up, I'm waiting for her. How you doing, ma'am? How you doing? She's going this. Wow. I'm like, all right, lady. I sit down. She like this. Yeah. Her eyes are like, man. Meanwhile, fine girl trying to act like she didn't see a 6'4", 270-pound dude sitting next to her. She like this. I was like, oh, here we go. Here we go, playing these games. That old lady immediately came in hot. You play football? She didn't even do the whole, you play football or something. She said, you play football? Like, you better say yes, because ain't no way we wasting all this man. All this black inner city man. I was like, she was so thorough and real, you couldn't even lie to her. I was like, yes, ma'am, I do. I actually said it kind of loud because I wanted the old fine girl to hear that. Yes, ma'am, I play for the Buffalo Bills. We kicked it. Of course, old girl came around. Duh. But it works for you. It works against you, man. It ain't that deep. All right, y'all. Love all this stuff in here. We got, I got to show y'all this. Be careful out there in them streets. Be careful. I want to show y'all this. You know they do this in other countries, maybe in America too, but they sure, you leave the borders, whew, this happening. So you riding along, okay? You ride along. What they do is they wait for you to get somewhere. They wait for you to get somewhere where you, all of a sudden, you feel like you can't go past them. You get stuck. Watch this. It's gangster. This song better not pop up. Watch this. Y'all see that? They try to jump out and get you. Try to jack you. Straight jacking. Let's see it again. Watch it. What? They pull us up right there. And then that, and boom. It's real spit out here. Real spit. Now let me show you what happens. This is in slow-mo. This ain't a still photo. Peep this. Dude jumped out. He ready. He shot. He shot. It's a real world out here. Love for you guys, man. I ain't trying to scare y'all, just let you know. Appreciate everything you're going through, man. Good, bad, and ugly, because it's real. It's certainly real. Now you got to feel good, okay? this helps you feel better. Let's get some Vinia in us. Go. What's good, fam? It's your boy, Marcellus Wiley. And I got to talk to you about something that's been a game changer for me. Y'all know I've been on the comeback trail after my hip surgery. And let me tell you, getting back to 100% ain't easy. I've been looking for anything to give me that edge, to help me bounce back stronger, faster. And that's where Vinia's new blood flow hydration product comes in. Oh, this ain't just another supplement, people. This is about optimizing your body from the inside out. Since I started taking Vinia blood flow hydration, I'm feeling a big difference in my physical therapy sessions and my energy levels. It's helping me get that crucial blood flow where it needs to go, helping my body heal and perform. I'm feeling more vibrant, more ready to tackle whatever comes my way. It's like my body just remembers how to be its best self. And for anyone out there just looking to elevate your daily well-being, this is it. And here's the best part. Vinia is so confident you'll love it, they're offering a 90-day money-back guarantee. That's how you know it's legit. You got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So head over to the link in my bio, check out Vinia Blood Flow Hydration, and start your own comeback story. Trust me, your body will thank you. Let's get it. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Please hit the like button on the way out, even if you didn't like it because you loved it. Make sure you guys do that. Hit that like button so we can get it in and have an amazing day, okay? Not a good day, not a great day, an amazing day. Love, people. Peace.
It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come.
Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I believe it's the purpose.
Time to hydrate. Hydration situation, so.
Blah, blah, blah. Oh, broke ass.